can't move my
No,
shoulders
no,
like that.
no, no, no.
I can do this one.
If I pick my arm up, maybe that works.
I'm shoulder, shoulder. My voice.
Uh,
Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. There we go. Sing that song. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, if you did not know, you may have, or actually you did find the Brothers Runners podcast here on twitch.tv/Brothers Podcast. It is actually the 5th day of November in the year of our Lord 2024. It is election day. Unfortunately, value. That's episode number 179. Joining me as always are my two favorite brothers from the same mother and father, Patrick and Alex. Gentlemen, hello, good evening, and salutations.
Good evening.
hey, man, your connection just got worse. I don't know how that
You
happened.
got.
Yeah, sorry. If I have to switch over, I will. I've got plenty of data on my puck. I'm paying off for the Wi-Fi in the building, so if I get a little wonky, just let me know.
Oh, we can hear you. It's just in and out a little bit.
Well,
Oh, stop.
so yeah, no, fun fact. So I was telling these guys before we started. So where I'm at in the world, they do not have daylight savings time. So with that being said, it's a little bit fun. Normally we start right now. We've been starting the show at 7 p.m. Eastern, and that is about 2 a.m. the next day for me because y'all fell back. It's 3 o'clock in the morning for me.
Hey, Pop.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Bob.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, Dad, I got a package to get in the mail. I put everything together, so I'm sending him.
Got it.
So expect something in the mail in the next week or so.
No.
I'll get that fired off here probably tomorrow or today my time.
Love you too, Pop. Hey, how's the sound?
How
Can
do
you
we
understand,
sound?
Greg?
How? How now, brown
Do you
cow?
like?
How now?
How now? Brown cow.
Brown cow.
Brown chicken, brown cow. Bagok. Bagok.
Where is the chicken? Show the chicken.
Why are chickens so funny?
I don't know.
Because.
Why are chickens?
Because.
Oh man, did you guys get a kick out of those the turkey videos?
Oh my goodness.
The dude telling dad jokes to turkeys.
You know, it's only because he raises his voice at the end of it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're responding to that, but it's classic. Like, Liz posted that for us on our Facebook chat, and I was like, yeah, we need a turkey track.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect.
Dad says.
I was
Greg's in a
telling these
well.
guys,
Greg is in a well.
I'm in a well.
You're in
I am in a well.
Mm.
I'm in a well.
Last
Hello.
Is Timmy in a well?
No, I sent these guys the video. So that Tickle Me Elmo video,
Oh
gentlemen,
my
to tell you the story, behind that. So I'm on this opposite shift now. So I'm working literally 12 hours opposite of what I've been working for the last several months.
12 hours.
Yes,
opposite.
12 hours opposite.
I just
flipped
looked up
12.
and I just saw.
This is 12.
Yeah,
and now
12.
it's opposite.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is me, and now I'm here. So I've flipped my schedule 12 hours, and because of that, so when I go to bed here, I'm basically going to bed in the middle of the afternoon.
Yikes.
And
Same.
gentlemen, Alex, God bless you. I know you hate this shift, and I'm reminded why I don't like working this kind of shift because I'm trying to go to bed in the middle of the day. I don't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
The night that I sent that video, which was what, like 2 or 3 days ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Right about.
I did not. So I went to sleep. I got off work, and so I get off work. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm exhausted. And so I'm like, I'm going to bed. So I did. I went back to my room. I crawled into bed, got cleaned up, crawled into bed.
Mm-hmm.
I was asleep by 1:30 in the afternoon. Gentlemen, I was awake at 6 p.m. and I did not go back to sleep.
I know that feeling.
just wide awake.
Oh.
And I literally laid in bed. I tried to go back to sleep. It did not happen. And I ended up just mucking around on TikTok to try and just, fall asleep. And, that's always a terrible idea.
That's
Don't
the worst.
look at your
No,
phone.
you just stay awake at that point.
And so I'm exhausted. I can't sleep, and I'm scrolling through TikTok, and I stumbled across that video. And thank God, my roommate's on the opposite ship because I watched it, and I haven't laughed that hard in so long. I was trying.
I bet you.
I was
were.
laughing
It was
so
good
hard.
for me too. So,
I
ladies and
was-
gentlemen, just context. It's a Tickle Me Elmo, but it's the new Tickle Me Elmo. So they have him positioned where he's kind of on his derriere, and his arms move, and his legs move, and his mouth opens. And so, that tickles. You made Elmo laugh out loud. It's all this other stuff, right? Well, they hook up his battery pack to a high voltage, like Alex, what would you call that?
It's a
voltmeter.
potentiometer.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a potentiometer. A voltmeter measures voltage.
Right.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So what is it called?
Potentiometer. Potentiometer.
Potentiometer. That's on next week's quiz, ladies and gentlemen. So they hook him up to this thing, and they put it on the regular voltage that his battery should be at, and he operates just fine, right? Well, then they incrementally increase his voltage, and finally, what was the last one they stopped on that he just stopped? What was that, like 20?
So at 12 volts, he was just going crazy.
Just like,
and then
so
they
arms
hooked
were
it,
regular, and then all of a sudden it was like,
and then they
feet too.
then they hooked it up to the motor directly.
Oh my!
And then
goodness.
they just cranked it until he popped, and that's literally what it says. We're gonna crank it till he pops.
And he does, and he pops. But so his arms and legs stop. His mouth is wide open, and all you hear is.
He was screaming. He was legitimately screaming. I was done. I was laughing so hard. I sent all the video. I took it to work. My coworker, they're laughing. They were laughing as I was, but man, it was funny.
So
it's still funny.
For some perspective, a AA battery is roughly about 1.5 volts. So Tickle Me Elmo probably runs on about 4 AA batteries.
Right.
So you connect them in series, you add the voltages together, right? And you get roughly about 12 volts. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, that's if they're running in series. If they're running in parallel, it's a little bit different. But, yeah, whatever. But they're probably running in series. So normal 12 volts, right? Everything's fine. Everything's dandy. Everything's great. You start cranking that thing up, and he's going to move.
It was so funny.
So
I couldn't stop laughing.
He was attached by wires, and so they kept like pulling him back into screen because he was moving so fast. He was scooting across the table. Well, when they finally cranked him so much and he stopped moving, his mouth was open. That's when we stopped.
They call that a real boot, scoot, and boogie.
Boot. Oh. Thank you. Let's go again. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I have access to one of those at work.
Oh, perfect.
And we utilize that, like we do it for testing gauges. Okay?
Right.
So essentially a lot of the stuff that I deal with relies on a very concise and very precise readout of a gauge. And gauges read all sorts of stuff, you know. They can read in amperage, they can read in watts, they can read in volts, they can read in all sorts of things. But what he was using, you have the ability to basically change and vary all of those different ratings. So I'm kind of interested to see what I can do with the different stuff that I have around my house.
Because you have a lot of toys with your
I
young
do, in
ones.
fact.
That's awesome.
I do, in fact. Yeah.
Oh man,
So-
anything that moves like that?
Yes.
Oh, it does go.
Yes. And then a lot of things that play noises, play sounds.
Oh,
So whenever the kids outgrow something, I'll let you know.
that's when daddy playtime happens.
Exactly. It's gonna be fun.
Oh man, I love it.
Yeah.
So,
You just
gentlemen,
imagine
go ahead.
like a little toy truck, that you can just increase the. Yep.
It's only
And then it's
limited
singing.
by the line you can connect to it.
That's true. And I got some pretty big gauge wire, so
You got some big gas savings.
yep, I got some big gas savings. Mm. And the cool
Gregor, you
thing
gotta
is,
ship your pants.
I just shipped the bed.
Oh, Mom, can I ship my pants too? Sure, son. You can ship your pants. I miss Kroger or Kmart.
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 There's still one that's around.
Is it? I thought they've all finally closed. Is there one
Yep.
that's still holding on?
There is one Kmart that is still holding on.
Wow.
It's in Guam.
It's in Guam.
There you go.
Sure,
That's
that
why.
works. That
Yep.
works. Oh my
It's a U.S.
goodness.
territory. It counts, right?
Sure.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
It does. It is
Right.
still. That's still in the U.S.
American dollar and all that jazz?
Yep.
In Guam?
Yes.
Guam.
Wow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That works.
Yeah. So they're really proud of that too. So it'll be fine. Yeah. It's one of the only places where you can buy spam masubi in Guam.
Spam masubi?
Masubi with a B.
Masubi.
You don't want it.
You want it.
No, you don't.
You want it.
You guys are conflicting.
No, you don't.
It's done right. You want it.
Brother, I don't like spam. I've never liked spam.
Mm.
I have tried it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to Coco's.
Uh-huh.
I've tried it. I've tried it at what's the other place? There's another place that opened here in Cali.
Mm-hmm.
Was
That's not real spam
it
masubi.
L&L Hawaiian? Tried there. I can't. I don't like it.
How do you spell
It's
masubi?
I think it's Masubi. Masubi.
Yeah, I put that in and it tried to change it to. Hold on, let me do it again.
Something inappropriate?
No, mash I.
Oh, okay.
And then it was a name. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
No, Patrick. You either do or you don't. I don't.
What,
It's
spam?
yeah. Well, spam in general, but spam masubi is gross.
Okay, what is
It's
it?
just gross.
So,
It's-
you've had masubi before, right? You've had it over in Japan?
Probably.
I
maybe?
guarantee you've had it. So
Okay.
it's like rice with fish. Almost looks like a rice, like not like a rice ball, but like a rice like rectangle.
It's a puck.
Yeah,
Or you're
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah.
onigiri.
essentially, yes.
Onigiri is in a triangle, and it's wrapped in seaweed, and it's got a filling in it.
So
Same, similar, but
similar, right? But
same, similar.
Got it.
take out the seaweed, change the shape, and then wrap it in a meat of some sort.
Wrap it in a
Like-
meat.
Well, like it almost like sandwich it in a meat, right?
Okay.
So now it's rectangular and it's got spam on either side.
That's not bad.
Don't knock it until you try it.
That's not
It's
bad.
fantastic.
Seriously.
Mhm.
Like
I've
there's a-
tried it. Don't like it.
There's a guy I follow somewhere, whether it was YouTube or TikTok or whatnot. But he makes those types of things, and one of his shorts is he prepares the spam. Like he rolls a die for a different type of spam. Like there's multiple types of spam. Surprise. And then he sauces it by the roll of a die as well. And then he puts it on rice, wraps it in seaweed, and then bada bing, bada boom, Bob's your uncle. And so that Bob is not our uncle. He's actually he is.
No.
He's our great uncle.
He's a great uncle.
Yeah.
Yes,
Bob's
he is.
our great uncle.
Uncle.
Hey, Uncle Bob.
Uncle Bob.
Love you, Grandma.
It's kind of interesting being at work and seeing his name on things. It's pretty cool.
Our Uncle Bob.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know if you knew that or not, but he was one of the original engineers on the Trident class submarines.
I love
Did not know that.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Shout out to Uncle Bob.
It's pretty cool to see stuff like that because we're just popping in and I'm looking through stuff. I'm going through documentation, trying to find the way to tag something out, and lo and behold, his name's on it. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Anyway,
what was his rank?
He
wasn't. He's a civilian.
He was on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Noted. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I've had a conversation with him about it before, but not since knowing all the different things that I know now.
Right, and that you're there.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'd be interested to listen in on that conversation. I mean, clearly that requires some serious red tape, black tape, no tape, all tape type stuff. So
or just remove all communication devices within
right. We're going to Canada
a
to
lot
have
of
this
space.
conversation.
No, just put your phone in the microwave. You're fine.
Put your phone in the microwave
without turning it on.
Please don't turn it on. Play boom.
No. No, but just open the door, put your phone in, shut the door. You're fine.
That's too much, man.
We're gonna create a secret. We're gonna create a secret space.
Having a good time. Le boom.
You get a text message to just boom. How did that happen? I don't know. It just went boom.
Somebody made popcorn.
So two things that make me laugh about that, just because I think it's talking about this, and I got one other thing I want to tell you guys about. So talking about that. So being out here, so you guys know, so because I'm out here, the only time I get messages is either if I've got my I use, it's common out here, we call them pucks, which essentially is a puck. It's a Wi-Fi. So this is mine. It's a little Wi-Fi device. It's got a local SIM card in it, and it uses internet. So I can connect this to the local towers here in the country, and then this lets me connect my phone, just how I can get messages through the different apps that I use and surf the web and everything else, or I have to connect to Wi-Fi at some different places in the base. It's really entertaining when I don't have it on, because I'll run out of data every once in a while, and I have to get back over to where I have to go to get it recharged. And so when I'm going around base without internet in my pocket, when I happen to go past or near one of the places that has Wi-Fi, my phone will automatically connect because I'm saved to all of those networks.
Right.
And so when I get to one, my phone will suddenly bing, 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 and all of the messages that I've been missing for the last 4 or 5 hours will suddenly come through.
Catch up.
And it's just oh yeah, no, I gotta check all this. Go through and make sure it's good. But the other thing I want to tell you guys about, so talking about the week. So gentlemen, I did my weigh-in for the Marine Corps.
Let's go.
Right on.
Got it out of the way. and I'm gonna send you a picture in Discord because this is not family to be sent. But
Hmm.
uh, I am down. So to give you guys an idea, when I came out here, I weighed
Oh wow.
200 almost 240 pounds.
Daggone, dude.
Yeah,
Look at you.
I'm down to 208.
Right on.
You got a waistline.
Yeah,
Check you
Mhm.
out, man.
and still working on it. But 30, almost 32 pounds, 33 pounds plus, putting on several pounds of muscle. So that's the highlight of my week for me. I definitely rewarded myself after I finished. I went and got a candy bar. I've not had one out here at all, and I demolished it. I was quite happy.
Mm.
But
And did your belly feel
no,
better
it
after?
no, it
Yeah,
felt terrible.
I bet you did. Holy crap.
It's like why did you do this to me?
Mm.
Uh, but it was really cool to be able to do that. And obviously I've been taking pictures throughout the deployment once a month. Just snap a photo,
Mm-hmm.
um, same spot, same position, just so I could compare the pictures side by side. But like
Sure.
this one, I pulled the two photos and put them into a side by side, just so I could actually like look at them together and see, you know, size them very similar, just to get an idea and to see the difference.
Since July,
The
man. That's
definite,
awesome.
yeah.
That's good work, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I got some sun. You can a
Sure.
little darker,
Yeah.
but
Well done,
no, I
bro.
thought it was
Good
cool.
job. Good job. Good work. Alex, what about you, homie?
I've been working on trying to do travel stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked last night, Greg. Um, home, homeboy's got some traveling to do.
I'm going to
Oh,
Charleston.
Yeah, there you go.
oh, you got put on the group. You're going.
I got on the list,
Yo,
man. I'm going.
short straw to Charleston.
Oh,
So that finally came through officially earlier this week. And funny story, I went in yesterday after I came in early to go to shift, right? Because I was on swings as of yesterday, and now I'm on my going to nights transition. And I went in early and I sat down in admin, and I was like, all right, yep, start working on paperwork, doing all that stuff. And the yeoman looks at me and goes, hey, man, let me get your ID real quick. We'll get you logged into, DTS so that you can, you
oh.
know, sign off on everything. You're good to go. I said, sweet. So I gave him my ID card, and he looked at it and he said, bro, this is expired. I was like, crap.
Oh.
He's like, yeah, man,
When's
you're
the last
you're
time?
last. What?
When's the last time you logged into a computer?
I don't use that to log into a computer, man. All of our stuff is on like the secret network, and I
Uh-huh.
have
Squirrel Network.
a special little badge that I have to show to the guard in order to get in. I haven't had to use my military ID since like March, man.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
So I I was like, well, shoot. So what do I do? He's like, well, I mean, you don't have any certificates, so I can't really do anything for you. I said,
Yep,
okay.
you're gonna have to go to Deers.
Well, I'm about to start shift, so I can't really go to Deers and then come back. He was like, well, I mean, you're the last guy that we have to take care of for travel stuff, so can you come in tomorrow? I was like, I don't want to, but
Exactly.
sure.
Aw.
So I got up this morning and got Caroline on the bus and hung out with Liz and Theo for a little bit before she went to the polls. And then I got in my uniform and I drove out to the one place that they have out here where we can do ID card. And I'm expecting like hours, like it's gonna be hectic. I'm gonna have to wait forever to get through everything, and it's just gonna be terrible. And I literally walked in, and as I walked into the building, I hear from around the corner, "It's 10:25. Sign in." Oh, okay. So I go over and I sign in. She goes, "I'll be with you in just a second." Hands the other dude his ID card and says, "All right, come on."
What? Let's
Yeah.
go.
Where did you go?
So we have one little space out here, which is right next to military housing that has the only Navy Federal in the state. That's where the Nex is, the commissary is. There's like an MWR, like hangout lounge type place there.
Yeah.
They have like a gymnasium for like events and stuff. They have ball fields. And then they have a Fleet and Family Support Center. And in that, they have a Deer's ID office. There's one lady who works in there.
Aww.
And because there is no military up here, she doesn't take appointments because there's no need.
Right.
Just walk in.
How sweet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I was able to walk in, get a new ID card, take care of all the other stuff that I had to do, and walk out.
Beautiful.
So I had that opportunity. I went straight from there to work, and I got right to work when admin was closing for lunch.
So you had to wait around.
Nope.
For 2 hours.
Good.
The guy saw me at the window as they were about to shut it, and he goes, "Oh, Richmond, yeah, come on." All right, cool.
Beautiful.
So I got to
Let's
walk
get
in
you
there.
done.
Man, luck be a lady tonight. Look at you.
I was the last guy, so they couldn't submit everyone else's travel stuff and buy plane tickets until I got mine.
Yeah.
So I got in there. I got on the same flight going out that everyone else is. Praise God, it's going to be on Monday.
All right, so you can do what you were going to say on Sunday.
Yep. So
Beautiful.
we're going to have an opportunity to go and hang out and celebrate Liz on Sunday. It's going to be awesome.
Come on.
And then we're flying out Monday morning out of Albany, and then we're coming back on Saturday. So there's a catch. So every good thing has a downside, usually. I had submitted leave. Huh?
Silver lining. Come on, keep going.
Well, I'd submitted for leave, and my leave starts on Saturday. So Saturday is day one of days for us.
Okay.
And I was taking days 1, 2, and 3 off so that I can go and hunt opening weekend of whitetail up here in New York.
Right.
I'm going to miss opening day because I'm not going to get back until Saturday. But I'm going to be able to hunt on Sunday. We're still going to make the trek up there. We're going to head up Saturday night, go hang out on Sunday, and then I'm going to travel back on Monday. I don't know if Liz and the kids are going to come with me yet or not. But we're going to get an opportunity to see Brandy, go hang out with her family for a little bit.
Oh, good.
So it's going to be
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, you know, for things to work out like that, that's not so bad.
No.
I mean, you're still getting to go.
Still,
yeah.
It's still going to happen. Everything's still going to be fine. It's just one of those things.
Right. So,
well,
good for you, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I'm also glad that you were able to get your ID without too much hassle.
Oh, yeah. I walked in and I was like, "I'm so sorry. In 16 years, I have never let this thing expire." She was like, "Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it. As long as your ID or your fingerprints are still in the system, you're good." And I was like, "Okay, cool." Oh, yeah, you're good. Wait.
Here you go. That reminds me of mine expired when I was on recruiting duty. That's the fun part about, Alex talking about it's the fun part about being on so he's in a schoolhouse that he's not near a real base. Like there's nothing there. I had to drive up to Rome, New York, which was it was still in my area. It's about a half-hour drive away.
Okay, sure.
And there's a Air Force research facility. Used to be a base. The base has been closed down, but the Air Force still has a presence there. And there's a lot of retirees in the area. It was actually the only place near where I lived where you could go buy, because they have a package store. So if you wanted to buy alcohol, like at
Of course they
on
did.
base prices, that's where you went.
Mm-hmm.
And the civilians actually they closed that exchange down, which a lot of the um, they closed the exchange. I think there was a grocery store too, like a commissary, and they closed that. And it was a big deal because there's a lot of retirees and that live in that area, and that's why they live in that area is because they still have access to those base privileges that they get as retirees. But they have a Deers, and I remember showing up. I was in Chuck's, and it was like, "Hey, I know I'm a Marine. Can you guys help me out?" And they're like, "Yeah, come on." And they had to escort me because of where it was at and the facility. Like I had to have an escort and all this because again, it's
Wow.
they do top super secret stuff and they
Mm-hmm.
don't normally take care of folks like me.
Huh.
And so they escorted me back into this Deers facility and was able to get me a new ID put together. So I love it. I think it's great, Boyle. That's so funny.
Yeah. I mean, it worked. I went in. I had to get different qual cards because they're sending me down to Charleston for two very specific reasons.
Hmm.
They're sending me down one so that I can get some qualifications that I can't get without students up here. Right? Kind of makes sense. The unfortunate part is they're qualifications that I had while I was in Charleston. So quite literally,
Redundant.
I'm gonna go down there and get a hold of my old qual cards and then walk them around with my new ones and go talk to
Nice.
the people that I talked to the last time. Been like, hey, remember this 6 years ago? You want to sign it again? Uh, just because I think that'd be funny. And then two, I'm down there to go and observe how it is to train students.
Hmm.
Never did that before. That's a
Wonder
new
what
one.
No,
that looks like. I've never
I
done
don't
this
know.
before. Hmm.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
But they told me the real reason they want me down there is they want to see how things have changed when it comes to training students since I was there the last time, and how we can either do things the way that I'm used to doing it, or how we can incorporate some of the new better things they have down there that we don't have up here.
All right.
Um, Most notably, they have this program that they're calling it DSAs, right? So a DSA is a dedicated staff advisor.
Hmm.
So as a staff instructor at the schoolhouse, you have students that are your quote unquote children, right? One of the longest standing traditions in naval history is that you have what we call a sea dad, right? So
A
you
sea
show up
dad.
to a boat, a
Okay.
sea dad. You show up to a boat and someone
It's an
adopts you,
official
right?
term.
And they show you the ropes. They show you how to do everything. They show you, where everything is on the boat, how to do your qualifications. It's your way of networking into the crew
Okay.
because you're the new guy, right?
Sure.
So no one really wants to, help or do anything for the new guy
Because you're
because you're
the new guy.
useless.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't help me. Why am I going to help you?
Right.
So you have a CDAD. You have somebody who's there to, be your branching point. Oh, yeah, yeah, you're Richmond's kid. Yeah, come on, man. I got you.
Got it.
Right? Because that person is already useful. That person can do things for you that this new guy can't.
Hmm.
So if you help out the new guy, then, your CDAD's going to help them out. It's just, the
Got
way
it.
that it works.
Got it.
Well, prototype, we had that, right? You have a staff advisor, you have somebody that's on shift with you that goes through the whole schedule, that stands watch with you, that gives you checkouts, that's your point of contact. If you have an issue, if you have problems, if you have anything going on, you have that one person that's there that is supposed to care about you.
Hmm.
And for some staff instructors, the supposed to is very pronounced. Supposed to. So what they've found over the years is that if staff members are allowed to just focus on their other duties, so they just focus on watch standing, they just focus on maintenance, they just focus on their own quals, and work on getting students qualified, that you don't have half as much work to do. Because students, they require all sorts of different things. You have to have a sit down, face to face interview with them every week. You have to have paperwork generated for them if they fail something, if they fail a watch, if they fail a test, if they get kicked out of a checkout. Like there's all these like problems that you have to deal with as a staff advisor. So they have a dedicated person for each crew on each shift that's their responsibility. Their job is to deal with the paperwork, which is a good and a bad thing. It frees up the actual staff to do their actual duties, but then you don't have that personable connection with the student. You have to establish that on your own because they're not forced to come and talk to you at least once a week.
Right.
So that's my big thing going down there is I want to see how this works. Because the DSAs that they have, they're the guys who are quitting. They're the guys that are getting bogged down with all of the student woes and the student worries, and they're the ones not getting a break. Because they go with the students and off crew, and then they go with them to the shift.
Right.
So they'll rotate in and they'll go through shift work, and then as soon as that class graduates, they go right back to off crew. And there's only one staff member for however many students on that shift.
Man.
So instead of, one staff member doing one, you have one staff member that has to do 20 different in-person interviews, as well as, remedials, as well as
walking them. Yep.
Yeah, general counseling session.
Yeah.
And they can't do anything for the student. They can't sign stuff for them. They can't stand watch with them. They can't do anything.
They don't have time.
Job. Yeah. Well, no, it's not that they don't have time. It's that
they're not
their whole role,
right.
They're not qualified. Their whole role at the site is just administration.
Yikes.
And they think that is a good thing for somebody, that's a break for them from staff duty. And that's not the case.
Yeah. Because you're practically living with 20 different students who have constant connection to you, but you have no physical way of doing it for them.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't be like, oh crap, yeah, you're behind the curve. Yeah, what checkouts are you ready for? Let's get those done real quick.
Right.
Can't do that.
You still got to point and hope that they follow. Yikes.
Yeah, go talk to this guy. Go do this. No, it's not good. It's not a good system. I don't like it. So I want to talk to those guys. I want to talk to them while I'm down there and bring that information back and see if there's something else that we can do. Because the site is really gung-ho on this DSA idea.
Right.
So we'll see. I don't know.
Oh, good luck.
Plus, all my friends are down there. So the Navy's giving me a paid vacation to Charleston.
Nice.
And they gave me a car. Yeah, I got one of the rentals. So
not a bad deal, man.
No.
Not a bad deal.
Not bad at all.
Pick a DD. You're taking us here.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't have to go and drink to have a good time.
That's true.
Alex, did you know that you can own a kangaroo in South Carolina without a permit and with no repercussions?
No.
What?
Now you know.
I know what I'm doing next week.
Marsupials for everyone.
Oh.
What did you do with your per diem? Well,
Bought a kangaroo.
Meet Joey.
bought a kangaroo.
Well, in actuality, with my per diem, I could probably just rent one for a couple of days.
Well,
but,
yeah, there you go.
Yeah. It'll be fun. It'll be fine. Patrick, what about you, man? What you got?
I'm trying to write per diem. PER. Yeah.
DIEM.
Yeah, 2 words.
Marsupial.
I hate these maps, dude.
Man, I
Greg,
was
you were
not ready
right.
for
I
that.
should stop looking.
Yeah, I told you. Ignore them.
I can't.
Oh, it's DIAM.
What?
Right? What?
No,
No,
DIEM.
D-I,
Like
DIEM?
per diem. Yeah.
yeah, D-I-E-M.
Yeah, with my per diem, I'm gonna seize the day.
This is the day.
No, like I'm gonna eat fancy while I'm down there, dude.
The day that the Lord has made.
Like
Sorry.
the hotel that we're in has a free continental breakfast, so my group's always gonna have continental breakfast. Velcro.
Brought to you by
Brought
Velcro.
to you by Velcro.
I wish. Velcro, send us money.
Send us. But no, like I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get like a sandwich or something while I'm at work if I have to be there, and then we're gonna go fancy. And I'm probably still gonna have money left over.
Like Pinky's Up fancy?
Yep.
Like pinkies up fancy.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you can rent that marsupial.
Well, I mean, probably. Probably. So that's the number that they're giving me per day.
You can't
Yeah.
beat.
Yeah, I think you could do that.
Yeah. I could rent a marsupial. I'm gonna do it.
I love it. Hey, Greg, you're
Mhm.
wigging out there, buddy.
Well, he's
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to
back.
type things.
No, still,
Yes.
still blocks.
Am
are
I not
dancing.
there?
No, your blocks are dancing.
Hold on. Blocks
Oh.
are dancing.
No,
Emma,
there's
have
that.
I returned? Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
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 Hi. So my week has
Hello.
been good. It's been easy. No, not easy. It's been
Bingo.
busy, most definitely.
Mhm.
But a lot of it, because I deal with personnel, I can't really talk about it. So
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
can I talk about? Oh, that I can talk about. So on Saturday, I took my wife on a date.
Awesome.
Oh,
Gentlemen, we went to Amicalola Falls State Park.
Mm-hmm.
And that area is beautiful, especially now in peak fall season, right? So all the reds, purples, oranges, yellows, greens, all of them were just gorgeous. And so we spent the morning up there, and then we went to a farm, a Doltz farm. I can't remember what it's called, but pumpkins
Mm-hmm.
like this big for like
Oh.
yeah.
$60. And so please don't sit on them or you'll bruise their bottoms. That's what,
Yeah.
And then
Bruising
we
bottoms.
went to a little town called Blue Ridge, Georgia. And Blue Ridge, Georgia, to me, is like Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Downtown is all of the shops, including the knife shop, including the Harley shop, including the fly shop, the fly water fishing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fly fishing stuff. There you go.
Fly fishing.
Yeah.
We went there for a place called the Sweet Shop, 2-piece, and they won Cupcake Wars. And so we had to go and partake of these, which is funny. It was our health and wellness director, Kevin, who said, if you're up there, go to this place for the cupcakes. And we're like, Kevin, who are you? What have you done? And he's like, no, really, you want to go for these cupcakes. And we did. And we bought 6 of them. We each had one there, each had one on Sunday, and we finished them off yesterday. And mint. So good. Yeah. So Carrie had the winner. It was like the, oh goodness, it was the s'mores one. And, so good.
Sounds fantastic.
Oh, it was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I had a peanut butter and pumpkin pie cupcake. And that one was pretty solid too. Like I could have had another 2 of those. So, yeah, it's worthy, gentlemen. Next time you're down this way, I'll see if I can't pick up a couple because they're quality. It's worthy. So, that's what I did on Saturday. Came back home, walked the dog. We worked out. It really was a great Saturday. Sunday, went to church at Atlanta International. Came home and chilled out, and then yesterday and today's been work. But you know what, guys? It's good. It's real good. So yeah, cupcakes, and amicalola falls for the win.
Awesome. Awesome. How do you spell amicalola?
Amicalola. Amicalola.
Okay.
Amicalola.
Ah.
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 Amicalola. Wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. Amicalola. I touched the butt. Okay. Alex, you got a question for us?
Well, I have a couple.
Okay.
So I got the opportunity the last time that we kind of started our own version of the Newlywed game.
Yes, we did.
So we're gonna try and continue this a little bit. So I got a couple of questions. And they're all who questions, as per usual. And between the three of us,
Okay.
we're gonna pick who or whom amongst the three of us
Home.
is this.
Okay.
All right. So there's not too many, right? So I'm not really going to set a timeline.
Okay.
Because I've basically been writing these down or looking for them as we've been doing this. So I have a couple.
I like it.
But we're going to give this a shot.
Thanks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Send it.
All right. So we'll go we'll go PGA.
Okay.
We'll be the Pro Golfers Association once more.
Why not?
So starting at the top, who's the tidiest?
Me.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's me. It's
Uh,
Greg?
I'd say me.
I would say me, but my wife would call me a liar, so it's definitely not me.
Oh my goodness.
And I have been to both of your houses. We're gonna go with Patrick.
Yay!
All right.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Next.
Who's the best cook?
Me.
Depends on what we're making.
Yeah, there you go. It does depend on what we're making. I think if we're baking, it's Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if we're smoking, it's between both of you.
That's all right.
But if we're making the classics that we all three grew up with, it's me.
Have you had my Thanksgiving yet?
Come at me.
I'm just saying.
I'm
saying the classics that we grew up with, Alex. So you can do Thanksgiving. Congratulations.
That's not all.
Okay.
Yeah, these are good ones.
That's why I picked them.
I'm ready.
I'd say I'm pretty good, but I'll give Patrick this one.
Hey, it's a kid. 2 to 3.
See,
Let's go.
That's why we have a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Answer. That'd be this guy.
It's not this guy. Well, that was last week or the last time I did this. I think we all agreed that it was Greg.
Yeah.
Anyway, who's most likely to deal with a spider?
Me again.
I'll kill a spider in a heartbeat.
Oh, I don't
take
care
it
about
to get it out of the house.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it to the motivator down there.
Okay, there you go. Give it to him.
It's the motivator.
That's fine.
All right. Who has the worst handwriting?
Oh, you do, Alex. You do.
Yeah, Alex. I think I don't
Yeah.
write as much anymore.
It's me.
I do.
It's me.
I write a lot. And Alex, can you write cursive?
Yes.
You can't. Okay, cool. I wasn't
That's
sure
what
if
I
like
you were part
can,
of
but
that cutoff.
I
No.
can, but not well.
Okay.
I mainly like for my like because I've just been in the Marine Corps for so long. Like when we write in logbooks,
It's block
it's
letter.
it's
It's
block
block
lettering.
letter.
So
Yeah.
so I write like a serial killer.
Mm-hmm. I kind of do
That's,
too,
that's
but
the only way to describe it. But
mine
it's
kind of
clean.
flips.
Like
So I
Yours
I do a
flips?
lot of short answer. It slips. I do a lot of short answer, so I'll write most of it in block letter, and
Uh-huh.
then my hand gets tired for some reason, so I start writing in like block letter, lowercase, block letter,
Mm.
uh, lowercase, random cursive, block letter. Yeah,
I don't know why, but I keep
it's
seeing an
faster.
image of words that say those who switch between regular and cursive are most likely serial killers.
that's probably me. Because that was the
Noted.
next question. Who's most likely to be a serial killer?
uh,
That's funny.
Alex.
Yeah,
That's funny.
He knows where all
yeah,
the bodies are hidden.
I do. I mean, if you're the one that puts them there, you know where they are.
He knows.
Uh, you know.
He knows.
Uh, who's the better driver?
Oh, 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 oh. I knew it. I knew it. Oh,
Yeah, I figured there'd be a couple that had.
that's gotta be a fight. Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Mm.
All right, who's the best parallel parker? Nah, it's me. It's definitely me. I got
Oh, it's
taught by the
definitely me.
Ask
king.
I did too.
Brandy. Ask Brandy when I parallel park my Ford F-150 downtown.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. What's bigger, that or a 12 passenger?
A 15 passenger, lawyered. I win.
You were never
I'd
old
say they're
enough to
about
drive a
tied.
15 passenger.
Uh huh.
Uh
I learned to
huh.
drive in
Yeah,
that
he did.
minivan.
He drove it. Brother, I've been driving a 20
Oh, we
bus.
lost him.
Yeah.
Oh, all I heard a
Yeah.
bus.
Oh, did you lose me?
You drove a
Mm.
Are you back?
bus?
I said I've been driving a 20 passenger bus down here.
Mm-hmm.
That's manual.
It doesn't count when everybody's kicking to get this thing moving.
What do you call the beast then? We basically had to push that thing wherever you went.
Oh, the blue one? Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Memories.
I love it.
All right. And
Between
last but
that,
not least, oh, sorry. Go ahead, Greg.
no, I said between that and riding around in your Chevette.
Yeah. I could stick my feet out of the back of that thing and stop us.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. And I was like 10.
Yeah. Throw the hatch up and stick your legs out so we don't run into the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Ow.
Crunch. You're not good.
All right. And then finally, who would win in a game of Monopoly?
Oh, Alex, because he cheats.
Alex.
I'm just good at math. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't cheat. He just, he's a math.
Yeah.
He's really good at probabilities.
Yeah.
I know how many 500s are left. I know what to offer. I'm just saying.
Scary.
He knows.
All right. I know.
He knows.
He knows.
I know.
He knows. Well done, bud. That was fun.
Yeah, I appreciate
Thank
it.
you. I felt like a lot of it was we pick ourselves, but whatever. That's okay.
I mean, yeah.
That's
There were
there's
some.
fun in that.
those the best part because
There's
that
fun in
that
that.
made us we can argue those.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is true. All
Why
right,
didn't
let's
the
see.
quarter roll down the hill with the nickel?
Because the nickel's heavier?
Because it had more sense.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Why did Marie Curie stop dating that guy?
She died
couldn't
from
feel him?
radiation poisoning?
No, there was no chemistry.
Oh, makes sense.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
Oh,
That's funny.
yeah. Why did the pharmacist walk on her tiptoes?
I don't know.
She didn't want to wake the sleeping pill. Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
I wouldn't buy anything with Velcro. It's a total ripoff.
Watch that.
Yeah, it's a total ripoff.
It's a total ripoff.
What's the best kind of bird to work for at a construction company?
A woodpecker?
Sturgeon?
Crane.
Nah, it says, nah, a crane.
A crane.
A crane.
I had a date last night and it was perfect.
Really?
Tomorrow, I'll have a fig.
Nice. Yeah. And what do porcupines say when they kiss?
Ouch.
Keith.
What do?
Ouch. Keith. Keith. Keith.
And last for me, to whoever stole my depression medication,
I hope you're
I
happy.
Yeah, that one's always, yeah. 5 out of 4 people admit they're bad at fractions.
5 out of 4. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes episode 179 of Brothers in Arms podcast. We thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Chat room, you've not been active at all except for the beginning with Dad, and we appreciate Dad for hanging out with us that little bit. We know that he had programs tonight, and so thank you for being with us. For those who are in the chat room and not been talking, we appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much for keeping our numbers up and helping us out through all of this. We can be found on here, twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms Podcast. We can also be found on our YouTube channel, Brothers in Arms Podcast. You can check us out. You can send us email, yourbrotherinarms@gmail.com. And that about wraps it up because the other social media platforms just don't like us. So there you go.
Nope.
All right. Yes?
I said nope, they don't.
Nope, they sure don't. So,
They don't like us.
thanks for hanging out with us. You can find this podcast anywhere podcasts are distributed. And gentlemen, before we send it back to the show, pre-show, any party remarks for our family?
Yes. As always, continue to take your Motrin,
He's got it.
drink your water,
Uh-huh.
Oh, please tell me.
and I'm not
Please tell
pulling him
me.
off, but change.
Aw. Wasted moment.
Wasted.
I don't have. I'm wearing them. I got a pair in the room. I'm changing them every day.
Got it. Yeah.
Always wear fresh socks. So
Fresh
gross.
Yeah. Hate it when they're crusted.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Someone has something to say.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Oh.
Shouldn't you be asleep? What do you want to tell the people? Tell the people something. Say night night, everybody.
Oh, night night.
Night night.
Bye, buddy. That was perfect.
It worked.
It worked.
I looked
Well
over and
done.
saw little fingers on the door, and I was like, "Oh,
All
right."
Sure. That's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And folks, whatever happens tonight,
Mhm.
keep looking forward, keep moving forward, and just recognize where your faith truly is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amen. Gentlemen, I love you.
We love you too,
Love you
brother.
too, brother.
Everybody take care of each other. Take care of yourself. Come alongside each other.
Mhm.
We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Oh, most definitely.
Sounds like a plan. All right, boys. Love you.
Love you.
I love you too.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye. See you later.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So you locked that?
I'm seeing a lot of this. You know, the girls are like, I don't think I like this very much, and they're talking about something, right? And then they get loaded with stuff. Oh, I like this very much now. And I don't know what it is about the voice, but every stinking time. So here you go. So I like this very much.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.